Inside the Flash ending in that cameo, secretly filmed 6 months ago, the DC film had 3 separate endings, each overseen by different Warner Brothers regimes, spanning Walter Hamada to James Gunn and Peter Safran. We know, okay, obviously the big spoiler was George Clooney returning at the end for that stupid fucking pointless cameo. In a mic drop movie moment, one which has left audiences howling, the Flash's final scene shows Barry Allen on the phone with Bruce Wayne, blah, blah, blah. Not the Ben Affleck version he expected. Clooney's return was not years in the making. In fact, it was made within a few weeks and some phone calls, 2 screenings of the movie, and a half day of shooting in January. It was also the third ending crafted for the film, which director Andy Muschietti made through 3 separate regimes at Warner Brothers. The Flash, as it was originally conceived and shot, ended on the courthouse steps with Supergirl, played by Sasha Calle, and Batman, played by Michael Keaton, who had already featured throughout the rest of the movie. It was meant to highlight that Barry did not reset the timeline as he thought he did. It was an ending that would screen test several times, one that reversed the deaths of Supergirl and Batman earlier in the film. However, the movie got caught in a lightning storm that was Discovery's acquisition of Warner Brothers. Emmerich and Hamada were ousted. Zaslav came in. In the meantime, Michael Aduka, Pamela Adby were installed. They were tasked with overseeing DC in the meantime, and they had their own plans. A new Flash ending was conceived. The new version, still on the courthouse steps, but now Calle's Supergirl was joined by Superman, played by Henry Cavill, and Wonder Woman, played by Gal Gadot. Keaton also remained. DeLuca and Abdi believed they were being strategic with the ending. Cavill was going to cameo for the DC movie Black Adam and was being teed up to return in a brand new Superman movie. Supergirl was retained because even though they were killing the development of the standalone Supergirl movie, they were open to her returning in some form and didn't want the last image to be her death at the hands of supervillain General Zod. Meanwhile, they were still developing the third installment of Wonder Woman. Then obviously James Gunn came in November, and that's when they scrapped everything to do with Cavill. They scrapped that ending sequence, and they brought in fucking George Clooney
Jesus
to do that.
What the fuck?
I know, right? And this is what I mean.
Cluster.
This is what I mean by not a rudderless ship, but a ship that has like 18 fucking rudders. This has been the problem with DC. It's these overreactions, overcompensations. Like instead of just letting things breathe a little bit, to be honest with you, they immediately started changing things up because I don't know. Because Man of Steel made almost $700 million, and that wasn't enough for them after seeing Avengers at $1 billion. And it all just spiraled from there, to be honest with you.
It all comes back to Cavill is Superman. Cavill is Superman. You get that guy and you build the entire universe around him. So James Gunn walking in the door, if that's not your focus, you've just screwed everything up. And his desire to want to get rid of Henry Cavill is mind-boggling to me. I don't understand it. And your answer is to bring George Clooney's Batman into it. For a cameo, for a ridiculous, pointless cameo.
And also, that's the way you basically erase Ben Affleck's Batman as well. And the funny thing is, one thing I've seen maybe more of than anything else with the Flash movie has been people being, you know what? I wouldn't mind seeing a Ben Affleck Batman movie.
Yes, even me, of all people, I looked at it and I'm like, okay, I like Ben Affleck's Batman in this movie. I want to see more of this. I want to see more of that Gotham. That's what I wanted to see more of. And of course, we didn't get to see more of that guy at all. It didn't work for me, man. Nothing worked for me outside of the Ben Affleck stuff. Seeing Michael Keaton's great. I have a lot of nostalgia for Michael Keaton's Batman. I love Tim Burton's vision. I loved what he did with Gotham. So seeing Michael Keaton come back, there's like a minor element there that it was cool, but like overall, I just thought the execution was not there. Yeah. So frustrating.